Hi guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. I am so thrilled that you decided to stop by, and I really hope that you choose to stick around. First and foremost, I just want to apologize for the lighting in this video. I know that it's a little off compared to my other content. It is storming today in New York. In fact, I think there's a tropical storm warning, so we're working with what we've got, but I am very excited for today's video. I've had a lot of requests to make a perfume collection. I think it's because I did one years and years ago, so you guys are probably curious as to what's been updated since. And I know that by the title you might be kind of confused, because in no way do I really consider myself a minimalist, although I am trying to live with less. But when it comes to perfume, I really do believe that less is more. My collection is very, very small, and I typically only buy travel-sized fragrances just because I feel like, you know, it takes so much time to run out of a full bottle, to the point that usually the perfume ends up expiring. But that does mean that my collection is very purposeful. Every scent that I have here I use and I love. So without further ado, let's just jump right into today's video. I'm going to have as many of these as I can linked down below. I know that some of them are a bit harder to find, some might not even be available right now, but anything and everything that I can link down below, I will. I want to start with the two body sprays in my collection. Funny enough, they are both from Victoria's Secret. I'm not a big body spray person. I used to be in middle school, like I was the queen of the Bath & Body Works sprays. But I typically only keep them now to throw in my gym bag, or just wear kind of like if I'm running errands and I don't want to put on an actual perfume. The first one is from Victoria's Secret, obviously, and this is the Sunset Stripped fragrance. Surprisingly, I love this stuff. I feel like so many people are sleeping on this. This is like the one body spray that I will actually wear to like even nicer events. It smells so good, and to me, this is like the epitome of summer. It smells like coconut sunscreen in a good way. It smells a little fruity too. Maybe there's like some mango or something in there. But I truthfully love this, and there's definitely vanilla in here too, and I'm definitely a vanilla girl. A lot of my scents have notes of vanilla. I love this stuff, and it's seriously one of my favorite scents. And then you guys are gonna laugh that I even still have this, but this is from Pink, and this is their Pretty and Pure All Over Body Mist. I cannot be the only one that had at least like 8 of these different like fragrances. They were truly the best in middle school. But I still to this day really like this fragrance, and I cannot tell you how long I probably had this bottle for, but it still smells really good. And so this is what I like to throw in my gym bag, you know, obviously when gyms are open. Right now they're not. But this is what I like to throw in there just after a class. It's just very fresh and clean, and it's not too overpowering. But this scent just like takes me back to dance recitals, man. I mean, it is truly like going back in time. Okay, so let's just jump right into the perfumes, what you guys are actually like curious about in this video, I'm sure. I do want to say that recently I just ran out of one of my favorite perfumes. So kind of as an honorable mention, even though I don't actually have it here in this video to show you, I do just want to mention it because it is one of my favorite fragrances of all time. And that is Dior's Hypnotic Poison. It is seriously so beautiful, and I feel like it smells good on just like a range of different people, because obviously everybody's body reacts different to scents and to fragrances, but this one smells so good on everybody. It is so lovely and delicate. It has notes of like amber, vanilla. Funny enough, actually, it smells exactly like the Fenty Beauty loose powder. If you have that, I do, and it literally smells exactly the same as Dior's Hypnotic Poison. It's the most bizarre thing, but it truly smells so good. Speaking of favorite fragrances, this and Dior's Hypnotic Poison are probably tied for first for me. This is Maison Margiela's Beach Walk. I have a brand new one. I always have a brand new one on hand, and then I have the one that I'm almost currently out of. I mean, we are truly down to like the last couple of days. This stuff is just summer in a scent, but I actually wear this all year round. It's definitely, I feel like, what people who know me probably know me for. My coworkers always comment on this scent. People always ask what I'm wearing, and 9 times out of 10, it's this. There's notes of like vanilla musk in this. I'm a big fan of anything that kind of has like a musky undertone, kind of more leaning to like a masculine or unisex scent, but it just smells like so beachy. Exactly what the name of the perfume is. It's one of my favorites. The full bottle is very, very expensive, so kind of by getting the travel size, you are making it a little bit more financially accessible, I guess, for lack of a better word. I don't even know if that's like the correct term, but I truly love this. I don't wear this next one as much as Beach Walk, but this is still a top contender for one of my favorite fragrances. This is Gucci Bloom. It is a beautiful, mature, floral scent. Again, I do think that this has notes of musk or something similar in this, so it's not like ultra floral to the point that it's like too overpowering, because for me, when a perfume is straight up floral, it gives me a headache almost immediately. And so because this has a little bit of like a deeper undertone to it, I just really adore this. They have since come out with a couple different variations of the Gucci Bloom scent with a couple different notes added to it, but I love the original. I just think it's the best. Sticking with another slightly floral fragrance, but that's still a bit more mature. This is a scent that I will say, I think you're either gonna love it or you're gonna hate it. I actually found this scent because when I was back working at Stuart Weitzman, I was helping a client and I literally could not get over what she was wearing. And so at the end of her appointment, I asked her what she was wearing and she told me that it was this. This is the scent Florence from Tocca. Now I have tried quite a few of their perfumes. I have tried, I wanna say it's like Juliet or something like that. It's in the light green bottle. And then this one has the dark green label on it. This stuff is strong, truly. Usually when I apply perfume, I do like one spray on each wrist and then one on each side of my neck. This, you only pretty much need one spray and you are good to go. When I wear this, I can literally smell it on me all day. It lasts on my clothes all day. Like as I'm going to bed, I can still smell it on me. It's truly wild. I also really like their travel size of their fragrances, just because even though it is smaller, you still get a really decent amount of perfume and it has a spray. I know that a lot of travel size perfumes come in like a roller ball, which I personally don't love, but like I'll take it. However, when it has a spray, I love it even more. I bought this next perfume right before the pandemic hit. So right after I bought this, we ended up going down to Nashville, and I didn't take this with me, but I've used it a couple times since I've gone back. And I love it just as much as I remember. It is a beautiful summer scent. This is from Nest. This is in their scent Sun-Kissed Hibiscus. It truly smells like a hibiscus flower with vanilla, and that's pretty much it. Like, it's a very simple fragrance, but because of that, I feel like it would smell good on so many different people. The packaging is also beautiful. I love Nest. I think that they do a really great job with their fragrances, and they're super affordable, even though they're on the higher end of things. I think like a full-size bottle of any of their perfumes runs for about $72, which really isn't bad when you're getting into like the higher price point for perfumes. It also, again, kind of smells like sunscreen, but like in a good way. I don't know when that really became the trend, but like I'm here for it. Clinique Happy. This is a scent that I have loved, again, since like end of middle school, beginning of high school. I took a couple years off from it, and then I just recently bought a new rollerball for myself, and I love this fragrance. This is very citrusy. I usually don't really like citrus scents, but there is something about this that is just so joyful and fresh. It's definitely a daytime scent. I would not wear this in the evening. Again, it's really strong, and I love it because it does last on your skin all day. It pretty much just smells like oranges, maybe a little florally, but it's really beautiful, and it's just clean. I feel like people sleep on this scent. I don't really hear anybody talking about it, but it's one of my favorites, and it has been for a really long time. I had been eyeing this fragrance for so long, but it took me a while to bite the bullet because this brand is so expensive, and that is Jo Malone. I got countless samples of this perfume. Every time I went into a Sephora, I would ask for a sample of this because I wanted to wear it on myself to make sure that I liked it enough. And I'm so glad that I purchased this. This is definitely a more like special occasion scent for me. This is Jo Malone's Mimosa and Cardamom. I feel like everybody always talks about like the peony and blush suede scent from them, or the wood sage and sea salt scent, but I don't really hear anybody talking about this one. However, the first time I smelled this, oh my goodness. This is a very interesting scent. Again, I know that like I suck at fragrance notes, but I'll try and like describe it as best as I can, or you can always click the link down below. It almost smells, and this is gonna sound kind of funny, but a very mature like honeysuckle scent. It is very mature. It is very strong. It's a floral, but it's a clean floral. And again, I think there's like a little bit of musk or amber, something in here. And I like this too because again, this is a scent that you can throw in your bag and you can transition it from the day to the evening really easily. It is just a beautiful scent. This is definitely becoming one of my top scents, which is a bad thing because it's really expensive, but I love it. My last two perfumes are from lesser known brands, but I love them, so I wanted to give them a special shout out. There's a store here in New York, a chain of stores. I know that they have them in Israel, I think, and a couple other places in the United States, but it's primarily a like soap and body care store. I might butcher this name, but it's either Sabon or Sabon. I really don't know. People call it both things. But they have like body scrubs, body lotions, hand soaps, and every time you walk by one of their stores, you are just like hit with this beautiful mixture of scents. And one day when I was working at Barney's, there was one actually by the Barney's on Madison Avenue, and I just stumbled in there on a break, and I was talking to one of the employees, just kind of browsing around, not really expecting to buy anything. And I asked her, I said, do you guys have perfumes by any chance? And she took me to them and she was kind of walking me through each of them, and she said that this was one of her favorites and it has quickly become one of mine. As you can see, I have used quite a bit of it. This is their scent Oneg, and it is so beautiful. This is very strong, so sometimes I'm not in the mood to wear this because I have to be ready to really smell this on me all day. Basically, it just smells like a super concentrated vanilla amber scent. So it's sweet, but it does have a little bit more depth to it. It's beautiful, but like I said, you just have to be ready to wear it because it's very strong. So I wouldn't mix this with anything else because then I think it would just be like scent overload. It's a very warm scent, so I don't really wear this in the spring and summertime. I'll pull this back out in the fall, but it's very beautiful. It's super like evening appropriate. I really do love this. I remember when I would wear this at Barney's, women would ask me all the time what I was wearing, and it smells very luxurious and it smells very rich, but it was super affordable. I think this bottle was like, I want to say like $45 or $50, so really not bad. It's a gorgeous packaging. I feel like, you know, sitting on your vanity, this just looks very pretty and a little old-fashioned almost. And last but certainly not least, my mom actually passed down this fragrance to me because she got it as a gift, but I was so obsessed with it, I like kind of made her give it to me. This is from the company Bootsy, and this is their original signature fragrance. I think it's just called Bootsy. This company, I believe, is based out of Hawaii. They're a really small, kind of like local business. And it's a unisex fragrance, although I don't really know how it smells on a guy because this is sweet, but it's a very interesting blend. I truly have no way to describe this scent, so I'm just gonna read it off the bottle. Bootsy oil is sweet and wildly addictive. If you wear me, you may be mistaken for dessert and ravished by some sexy dreamboat who takes you to Maui and indulges your every whim. Enjoy. I forgot to say, but obviously you know after reading that, this is a perfume oil. So it's a very thick consistency when it comes out of the roller ball, but it lasts on your skin all day, and it's actually very moisturizing because it is an oil, so I find that wherever I put it, my skin just feels super soft. Again, this is a scent that's kind of based around vanilla, and then there are extra notes added in afterwards. My mom told me that Steven Tyler actually wears this, so I guess it truly is a unisex scent, but I absolutely love this. I'm gonna link their website down below, and I really encourage you guys to check them out because they're a very small business. The website is so cute and super simple. They have a ton of different sizes of this perfume and also a couple other scents, which I would be interested to try, but this original, oh my gosh, it smells so good. It also smells like a little warm and spicy too, so again, I feel like this is something you could really wear all year round, which I am all about, getting the best bang for your buck. So when I find a fragrance that's kind of like year-round, ultra versatile, that's what I really look for. But there you guys have it. That is my perfume collection, at least for now. Who knows what will change in the coming year. Maybe I'll do an updated one this time in 2021. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. I'm trying to hit 5,000, and I really think that we can do it by the end of August. That's what I'm hoping, fingers crossed. Follow me on all my other social media networks. Links are always in the down bar below. I hope you guys are having an awesome day, night, afternoon, whenever y'all are watching this video, and I will talk to you guys in my next one. Okay? Bye, everybody.